is underway here with Chris Butler, the referee for this game. Casey Badger is in the bunker, and I tell you else who's in the bunker too, it's Reece Walsh. Put Willison on his backside. Now here's a little dab, and Walters is through for a simple try, and the Broncos hit the front early. Ruck speed for the Warriors. Egan. Here's Clark. Can't get that connection with Metcalf on that occasion. Tuaipiki! Tuaipiki! Great tackle from Corey Jensen. Offside players. Clark head down. Almost scores the try. 6 again for the Warriors for that Payne Haas infringement. Halasima! Inside the 40 is Adam Reynolds. Inside the 40, what a cracking kick. A second 40-20 this season. He is all class, Adam Reynolds. Carrigan, Reynolds! Harris-Davida lined him up. What a shot. Pace, it's still there for the Broncos though. Run that back, but he's just taking the ball there. Oh, straight through, busting through, that's Shibasaki. One to beat here. Here it goes to Willison. Now what has happened here? Was a player obstructed from making a tackle?
I think they've got him for a downtown, so had to play the ball. Xavier Willison was offside, so he couldn't get himself involved in the play.
Still alive here, and that's a great catch from Katoni Staggs. Walsh, oh, it's forward. The pass is forward. Cobo thinks he's scoring, but it's going to be scrubbed out. Let's see what happens here. Harris-Davida, overlap looming. Tuaipiki, great tackle right there. Katoni Staggs, magnificent. Here's a 40-20 attempt. A 40-20 attempt. It's just in the field of play, and it's a 40-20. Last play here. Here's Barnett. Messi from the Warriors. Might work out here. Kossi! That's a bonus try. He's passing the ball this time. Potential overlap, but looked clunky, and it's picked up here by Kurt Capewell. Metcalf right there. Capewell! No way! Harris-Davida. Oh, it's Nukote. Nukote! There's another one for the Warriors. Now Reynolds. Walsh, good hands. That's really good. Arthurs is there. Another try for Jesse Arthurs. In 2025, it's his 9th. Still plenty of tackles for the Broncos here. Lovely pickup from Reynolds. Corsi going back and still alive. And could that be a try? So there is the try confirmed by Liam Kennedy, the bunker, and it's a try to Reece Walsh. 5 in. Here we go. It's Metcalf. Touchdown. This might work out here. Capewell keeps possession. Luke Metcalf for the lead. He's got it. Thought it was over. Boy, but hands on him. Golden point underway here, and here's Walsh. Is he overcooked it? He has. Distance is good. Direction is fantastic.
Well, it was 1 from 5. Now he can make that 2 from 6. Tough night at the office. There was one way to make amends, and that was kick a goal. Kick a goal he did.
2 points. Yeah, I thought we were the better team. We deserve more. Made it hard, but I was really proud. Like, we didn't drop our bundle. There's 3 or 4 times we could have thrown the towel in, but we kept finding a way, and that's what we've been talking about. Came to tackle tonight. That's what we wanted to do, and super proud of that.
So when I'm stepping up, free conversions haven't been gone. There was also this field goal at the end of a long time, but step up and slot that penalty for him.
Yeah, so like Barnes was telling me just then, he's a better probably guy. He wanted the kick, he wanted it bad, give it to me. I want it. Obviously there was a strong wind, died down just as he's about to kick, pushes it, and he had complete confidence in himself. And there's a couple of moments there like a missed goal kick and stuff that he probably would have been worried about, but he backed his work, and he works hard at it, and he got the rewards.
And just to win on a kick was around the thank. How impressive was that from?
He looked lightning. He's getting that fast. As you get older, you come in. He's going to end up on the wing if he keeps going that fast. It was good.
And which is with you, I guess that was a big defensive effort, especially in the first half. And you obviously got the in the second half, had to work for it though. But that defensive effort, what was behind that? Where did that sort of come from?
Yeah, I will look no further than the jersey. I mean, we're playing for more than just ourselves tonight. For this, excuse my pronunciation, Golalima, representing Warriors Old Boy Sunny Fire. Just wanted to acknowledge that it meant more to us. We need to represent him and all our old boys well, and boys did that tonight with a great defensive effort, and just super proud of them.
Just going back to during the week, Mitch, you can come off heavy defeat, you have some players out. What's said during the week to get back on track and put out a performance like that?
We just need to get back to playing our style of footy, was the big one. We didn't look like ourselves last week, but a week's a long time in rugby league. Knuckled down, we focused, and got that result.
Andrew, what did you lost about that performance?
Yeah, just tackling, and how good we were at resetting when things weren't going well. So like we had an error early, conceded a try, and then just regrouped so well. And like I said, I thought we looked the better team for long periods. We weren't the smartest team at times, but we were certainly the hungrier team, I thought, to win tonight, and our actions showed that, and we found a way.
Since you've got here, you've always talked about the next man up mentality that you've had. That was probably a great display of that mentality.
Yeah, like it's funny, I don't know, it's weird. I ended the facility this afternoon in our rehab group. We're training in the gym, and I was looking, geez, we've got a few out, and I didn't really notice it that much during the week. I mean, they're all great leaders and great players, but I just had so much confidence in this group. And when you have that attitude that whoever wears the jersey can do their job, you have that belief and confidence, and that's why I don't feel like it's such a big moment, or because we just expect whoever does it to have confidence, and they did tonight.
Andrew, speaking of injuries, any update on Wade again, what that was?
No. Wade was busting his backside, so just needed to give him a rest. And we had Tamati sitting there, so threw Tamati on, shifted Chanel to hooker for a bit. Wade can't play 80 minutes every week. It's unrealistic, and he deserved a little spell there to get him back on, and Carmen influence helped us at the end.
Aaron Clark, he seems to have his calf, or
yeah, just cramp. He's fine. Yeah, I saw that too. He was charging down off the kick-off, and he was like someone shot him from the grandstand, and I was worried, but no, they said it's just cramp, so that's good.
Mitch, how proud are you to lead this young pack? You said you wanted your pack to stand up tonight, match the Broncos' physicality, and some of those younger players did really stand up.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think our younger players this year in general have led the way. Lecker just getting better each week. I think Dimitri's doing a really good job for us off the bench. So just super proud of everyone tonight. We've got plenty to learn from, but I'm just excited about the response, and looking forward to next week now.
Does Luke practice from 50 out, in your opinion? Is that a scenario you train?
I'm going to say he does, but I don't think he does. No, I took our golf. You do, yeah, actually. Our front rowers actually do. That's the scary thing. I see him very routine, that they always make sure that they practice those ones that are a little bit different to what they normally get, and they're normally like 30 metres off centre. You know, those funny ones, you might get a penalty goal to win the game, but I don't see him kicking 50 out. Yeah.
And just a word on Adam playing so much game and putting on a performance like that, what he means to the club and sort of stuff.
Yeah, awesome. We love him. I'm just so glad we get to celebrate and sing the song for him tonight. It's happy for him and his family. You know, one club in the NRL is like to play 100 games is not easy. He's done a great job.
And that's just on golden point and some next wing penalty right at the start like that. Like, are you using a shorter golden point period than that?
No, not off the top of my head. Happy to take it that way, that's for sure. But yeah, just awesome effort.
And like we were saying, like Luke was coming straight from saying, kick it, don't think about also trying to go down further.
Yeah, I said that's what will make him a great player. You know, halves don't get it right all the time, and his goal kicking, you know, he's missing a couple of ones that he thinks he will get, you know, should have got. But as soon as that ball went dead, he ran straight over to me and he wanted that moment, and he took it.
It's just your reaction to that result.
Yeah, we weren't smart at times throughout the game, and first half we put a lot of pressure on ourselves through discipline and errors, so yeah, we need to be smarter there.
Was there anything from the Warriors that you probably didn't expect from them this evening?
Not really, no. We knew they were going to come at us just the way they did. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, but that comes from obviously the opposition as well, so yeah, we need to be better in areas which we just spoke about.
And the try on half-time that you go to the field and score, do you think that was a try?
Yeah, well, originally I did. I asked the official what it was, and he said it was a forward pass, so got to respect their decisions. They're out there in the thick of it as well, and we just have to move on, simple as that.
Positive to come out of that, fighting back, coming back to force to go on the point, is that you said?
Yeah, there's a lot of spirit, there's a lot of fight there, but like Madge said, we just didn't give ourselves a chance. You know, the first half was pretty disappointing from our standards. We turned over way too much ball. Discipline wasn't great, and they're a good side. They grind. We didn't use the win to our advantage in that first half, and I thought they did in the second.
Michael, did you feel like you had a lot of momentum after that comeback at the end with the 2 tries in the last 15 minutes? You feel like it was...
Yeah, we had an opportunity there at the back end of the game where we could set up, for field goals, and we've got to be smarter in that space. I've obviously spoke to Renault on the spine about that, but we put a lot of pressure on ourselves throughout the game, which then puts fatigue into the legs, and then you don't play the style that you want. So we need to be better in that area. We need to be smarter. It's you give away penalties and the discipline and the errors. The Warriors are a high completing team. We knew that before we were coming in. That's something there that they've been doing well, and we had to match that. So we didn't quite match that, and then that puts pressure on yourself. So we definitely need to be better in that department.
Were there any other turning points you were kind of...
No, we control how we go about our game, and our errors put us in pressure on our try line, and we defended for a long period of time in the first half, which was great. There's a lot of sign. I know there's a lot of effort that the players are putting in. We just need to be smarter in what we're doing at the moment. We're just not quite gelling in that department, and that's something that we need to work at.
Madge, you spoke about wanting your team to be more physical for this game. How did you find that out there tonight?
Oh, look, they're 2 physical teams. The Warriors are a physical team too, and I thought the boys matched that. We were able to do that pretty well at the start, but if you're going to plant yourself on your try line for long periods of time, well, that will accumulate. It was nice to see our boys fight back at the back end of the game and nearly put ourselves in a position to be able to take it. So there's a lot of fight, but we need to play smarter in how we go about things.
Reece Walsh went down early in the game, then we saw him get taped up. He moved to the wing for a period there. What is his injury? And from the doc?
Yeah, he's done something to his knee, so it was a real credit to him to fight through the game. And there is something there that we need to have a look at. We need to get a scan around that. So he fought right through the whole game with that issue. We'll have to wait and see whether or not he's right to play over the next couple of weeks.
Billy Walters, he started this game for you. We saw Ben Hunt move into the hooker position. Are you still figuring out where you want your playmakers in that spot?
Yeah, I still am. I'm obviously learning about the players, and we sort of went through a bit of pressure there and things weren't going our way, and I just sort of thought a bit of a change there. When Hunty jumped into dummy half and then Billy played as 6, just added something to us. And you got to find those things. You know, there was a lot of fatigue throughout the game, and I felt that, you know, that subtle little change actually put us back into a position to actually take the game. So it was nice to sort of see how the boys adapted to that. But as I said, we need to be smarter early in the game to put ourselves in a position to win it.
Adam, how did those changes go to you out there on the field?
Yeah, I thought it ran smoothly. Stuck to our systems. I thought we got back into the game really well at the end there and gave ourselves a chance. But like Mad said, we, you know, probably lost that game in the first half. We simply weren't good enough by our standards and need to improve for next week.
You had a nice moment with Luke Metcalf at the end of the game. He speaks very highly of you. You are the benchmark for our half. Just what was said there amongst you two?
Yeah, just that he watched me and admired from afar and congratulated him on that goal. Obviously, there was a lot of pressure on him to execute at that time, and he'd missed a few goals. To see him hold his head was a good moment for him, and you know, one that he can enjoy.
He hadn't been kicking well, as you say. How were you feeling when they decided to go for that penalty and he stepped up?
Yeah, well, they had a big wind behind him, so I knew he had the distance. It was just the direction, and he wasn't hitting them too sweet. So it's a brave call on his behalf to put his hand up and want to have the shot. So he nailed it. It's moments like that you want as a kicker, and you know, I'm sure his teammates are proud of him for that.
And how were the conditions tonight, generally, up there?
Yeah, a bit tricky with the wind, but both teams faced it at some stage. Like we've been talking about, we didn't handle the first half the way we'd like it. We'd probably like to have that one over again, but you know, it's a lesson for our boys, and you know, one that we can use moving forward.
Thanks, guys.